Welcome to The Explainer. Now, for a second, I want you to forget everything you saw in the movies. Today, we're diving deep into the original 1991 comic masterpiece that really started it all, the one that defined cosmic storytelling for a whole generation, the Infinity Gauntlet.
All right, so let's just start with the story's premise, which is absolutely terrifying. We're not talking about a war here or some kind of plague. No, this is a universe where half of all life can just be extinguished with a simple, chilling snap of the fingers.
So where does this all come from? Well, it all starts with the mad titan Thanos. But here's the thing. His goal isn't what you'd think. It's not about galactic conquest in the usual sense. It's this bizarre, incredibly deadly quest to win the affection of a cosmic entity who honestly wants nothing to do with him.
And I gotta be super clear about this. Thanos isn't obsessed with the idea of death. Nope. He is literally madly in love with the silent, cloaked, skeletal being named Death. He's committed galactic-scale slaughter in her name, and she is just completely unimpressed. It's wild.
So what's a guy gotta do to get her attention? Well, for Thanos, it means seeking the ultimate power-up. He goes on a hunt to gather the 6 Infinity Gems. Think of these as ancient artifacts, each one controlling a fundamental pillar of existence itself. You get them all together, you get true, absolute omnipotence.
And, what he does with this godlike power is what's so fascinating. He doesn't build some grand empire. He doesn't reshape reality to his own liking. No. Instead, he performs one single grand, absolutely horrific gesture, all because he thinks this will finally win Death's love.
And that brings us to Act 2. The entire universe is now reeling from the horrifying consequences of his ambition. The story completely shifts gears here. It's no longer a quest for power, it's an unwinnable war for pure survival.
With a snap, it just happens. Instantly. It's so mathematically precise, yet it unleashes absolute chaos. Across every single planet, in every single galaxy, exactly half of all living beings just cease to exist. They turn to dust, right before the eyes of their loved ones.
So the survivors, they're led by this cosmic hero, Warlock, and they quickly grasp the horrifying truth. This wasn't some random cosmic event. This was an act of will. And they know it's a suicide mission. But what else can they do? They assemble every last remaining hero for one desperate, final assault. Okay, this next part is where the story just brilliantly illustrates the insane power imbalance. You've got the combined might of Earth's heroes, you've got cosmic gods like Galactus, the guy who eats planets, and even abstract beings like Eternity, all attacking him at once. And for Thanos, it's not even a fight. He's just casually waving his hand, turning heroes into rubber, trapping gods in stone. He's just toying with them.
Every single hero, every god, every cosmic force, they're all defeated. Effortlessly. The story just makes it brutally clear. You can't punch a being who controls reality itself. The universe has lost. It's over.
But here's the crazy part. Even after defeating literally existence itself, Thanos still hasn't impressed Death. And so, in his moment of ultimate victory, he gets frustrated, he gets arrogant, and his own ego becomes his downfall.
So, in this breathtaking display of pure hubris, Thanos decides his own physical body is a limitation. He actually sheds it, becoming this pure cosmic consciousness. The problem is, in doing that, he leaves the gauntlet just sitting there, undefended, on his now empty shell of a body. And his tortured, nearly dead granddaughter Nebula, she seizes the moment, grabs the gauntlet, and just like that, the universe has a new god, a far, far more unstable one.
And Nebula, what does she do? She immediately reverses the snap, bringing everyone back. But her mind, it's been shattered by years of torture, and it just can't handle omnipotence. She starts warping reality based on her own pain and rage, and this creates a kind of chaos that's way more dangerous than Thanos' cold, calculating logic ever was.
Which, of course, brings us to the final act. In all the chaos of fighting this new god, the gauntlet ends up falling into the hands of a hero, and this leads to the story's central philosophical question: what do you do with ultimate power?
So, Warlock finally gets his hands on the gauntlet. And now he has the power to create a perfect universe, to end all suffering forever. But here's the difference. Unlike Thanos, unlike Nebula, he has the wisdom to understand the fundamental danger of it all. He gets that no single being, no matter how noble they are, should ever wield this kind of control.
So what does he do? Instead of remaking reality, he makes this incredibly profound choice. He separates the gems. He entrusts each one to a different, trusted guardian. He actually creates a group called the Infinity Watch, just to make sure the gems can never be easily brought together again. In the end, he chooses wisdom over power.
So, what about the Mad Titan? Stripped of all his power, the heroes decide, you know what? Living with his failure, that's the ultimate punishment. So Thanos retreats to this quiet little planet and becomes a farmer. And he seems content, just living a simple life.
But then, you get to the comic's final panel, and it reveals this chilling truth. As Thanos is there tending his fields, you can just see the faintest smile on his face. See, he isn't defeated, he's just patient. The gems are still out there, and for someone who's immortal, what's time, really? The obsession, it's still there.
And ultimately, that's why this story lasts. The legacy of the Infinity Gauntlet isn't just about big cosmic battles. By grounding all these universe-shattering stakes in something so human, so kind of petty, unrequited love, it became this deep, psychological story about pure obsession. It's a huge cautionary tale about what absolute power does to you. And it asks that timeless question, right? Is anyone really worthy or wise enough to play God?
And that really leaves us with one last lingering thought. The Gauntlet's real temptation, the true danger, isn't the power to destroy, it's the power to perfect. The power to fix the entire universe according to your vision. So if you held that power in your hand, could you really honestly let it go?